All right, we're joined in the interview room now by San Francisco head coach Todd Golden, as well as student athletes Charles Minlin and Khalil Shabazz. Coach, an opening statement on the game tonight.
Yeah, just proud of the way we competed. Really pleased with the way we withstood that early run that they had. They're really physical early, and it kind of caught us off guard. I don't think we handled it great. But after the first 5 or 6 minutes of the game, I think we were down 21-9, something along those lines. We outscored them by 4. We got it back together. We were playing really well, competed hard on both ends, and if we knock down a few more shots, I think we win the game. So, playing the number 2 team in the country, third time this year where we've had really good efforts against them, and I think it sets us up really nicely for the NIT.
Okay, questions? Jeff?
Charles, went back and forth. The lead changed a whole bunch of times in the middle of the second half, and then they got up on you just 2 or 3, 4 points, and it just seemed like you guys couldn't get over the hump one more time. What was the end of the game like in terms of the intensity and just if there was any sort of desperation you guys felt trying to finally climb over the top?
I don't think we felt desperation. I think we stick with what we did, and we just missed some shots that normally go in. Jimbo had a layup that he normally makes 9 times out of 10. I had a couple shots that I felt were really good, bounced around the rim. Some other guys had some great looks. They just didn't go down. You need those to go down and win these games. We didn't make them.
Khalil, your coach, mentioned the NIT, and I'm sure it's hard to think about a different game after a game like this, but I presume you guys would like to keep playing?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like throughout the year we've showed that we can play in the NIT. This one's for sure gonna sting for the rest of the night or maybe a couple of days, but we know that we should be able to play in the NIT, so we gotta get ready for that. But this one's for sure gonna sting for a little bit.
Todd, how much did it, this may be obvious, but how much did it hurt you to lose Jimbo for so much time in the game because of the fouls?
You know what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I got to go back and watch it. I thought Tavi did a great job in the second half. I thought it would affect us a little more, but Tavi played, I think, 14 minutes in the second half, or at least 13. He picked up 2 quick ones, and he was able to keep us in our offense. He did a great job defensively on Petrusev, and I think he did a great job of keeping the bus moving forward. And Jimbo got back in there after sitting for a while, being in the foul trouble, and just didn't play great down the stretch. We want him on the floor. We're obviously better when he's out there. But I thought Tavi did a really good job stepping up when he was not out there.
How pleased are you with your guys that in an atmosphere where it felt like about 95% of the crowd was the Gonzaga people, that your guys just stayed aggressive the whole time and never backed off?
Incredibly proud. This was another road game, basically, and we knew that coming in, and this was the first time, maybe not the first time, but one of the times, playing on such a big stage, being on ESPN, knowing that this is probably the biggest college basketball game tonight by a lot, and we had the whole nation watching us, and I thought our guys showed really well. To go toe-to-toe, blow for blow with Gonzaga, speaks a lot about where our program's at right now.
Over here.
Jim Root from the 3-Man Weave. Coach, out of the TV timeouts, they threw some wrinkles at you. Under 12, they went small with the 4 guards, 1-3-1 out of the under 8, and you guys kind of withstood those easily. I think you outscored the 4-guard lineup. Is that something you were prepared for going into it?
Yeah, we know that they're going to throw wrinkles for sure. They're a great program, great staff, and we try to do the same thing. And to your point, we answered it. I think we hit the 1-3-1 pretty good. I think we scored on it 2 or 3 times, and they went away from it. So. But that's more on our guys for being able to execute, and they did a wonderful job with that in those situations.
Yeah, over here.
Will Moppin, the Inlander, for Coach. 22 wins this season, 22 wins 2 seasons ago. Haven't hit that number since before the self-imposed death penalty in the early 80s. How important has this group been for the program, and how do you feel about what you've accomplished with these guys relative to what's been happening over the past 40 or so years?
Yeah, I think they brought the program back. This group that's been with us for 4 years, they've won 20 games in each year. Our program is the healthiest it's been since 1982. It's not close. We've proven we can play with the top of the league, beating BYU, having these really close games with Gonzaga. And in my opinion, we're knocking at the door right now to get in that top group. So proud of them, appreciate them. They should be really proud of everything they've done here. And to that point, I don't believe our season's over. I think these guys are going to have an opportunity to win even more games in the NIT next week.
Any other questions? Thank you guys very much.
Thank you.